Okay, hello, and in this video I'm going to show y'all how to set up the Eclipse IDE to begin programming in C and C++. Alright, so the first thing I was going to mention is how to install Eclipse. Now you can use things like Visual Studio and Xcode and the like. I would just fully support Eclipse, so that is what I'm going to show y'all how to use. Eclipse runs on Java, so if you do not have Java yet, you must go to the Java website, java.com, and it'll auto-detect what operating system you have. Just free Java download Java for filling your operating system, and once you're done with that, very straightforward, comes with an installer. You'll go to eclipse.org. Now you want to go to eclipse.org.downloads. You'll see this link down here, Eclipse IDE for C/C++ developers. And once again, it'll auto-detect your operating system. Click the right link, and I would actually suggest using a mirror because it's just so much faster. And once that's done, isn't an installer. It's a standalone executable that comes in a folder. So you'll see the eclipse.exe or eclipse.app in the folder that you download. Okay. Another thing that you need is, if you're running Linux, you shouldn't have this issue. If you're running Windows or OS X, you must have a toolchain. The best one out there is GCC. And you can actually download it from here. So you'll see the installation over here. It takes some time. The easiest thing to do for Windows is it usually already has a toolchain installed for you. Same with Linux. And believe it or not, OS X also has that. But to get to it, you must install command line tools for Xcode. That is the easiest way to do it. There are tutorials out there, so just remember command line tools for Xcode. Just type that into Google. Now, once you get all that done, you'll have the Eclipse environment. And to make sure it's all set up, we're going to do the typical hello world. We'll discuss it and dissect it inside the notes for the next post, but I am going to basically show up and make a new project and put in a hello world file with the code inside of it that we can run to make sure everything's set up correctly. So I'm going to right click. It's Juno, so it might be different than you may have used in the past. We're going to say C project, and we're going to name it Hello World. And you can see over here, this is the tool chain. Depending on your operating system, this will be different. Mine is an OS X UCC. This is what's command installed through the command line tools from Xcode. And we want an empty project, and we want it to be executable. Remember all this stuff. Finish. Alright. Now what we want to do is we want to add a source folder. And the typical name is SRC. Next, we'll want to add a source file. And we'll call this Hello World .c. And we'll just say none. So here we have this file open, and I'm going to hash include my stdlib.h and my include stdio.h. I'm going to make an int main. And we're going to want to printf hello world. Make it hello world. And then we want to return 0 for no errors. Okay, now this might be different if you come from like a Java background or the like. But for C and C++, it needs to be compiled. It's an interpreter, and the Eclipse IDE doesn't have auto build or the like. So you have to actually build, debug. That's just a build configuration for this project. So I'm going to click build. And now we have binaries. If you don't see binaries here, there's a problem. And then we're just going to run it. And we can do that by run. And we can see that it prints out hello world. It does exactly what it's meant to do. This is just a self-contained command prompt. If you are working within the tool or have your Eclipse set so it doesn't contain output, appear in a black window or your terminal or your command window. But that's it. That's all you have to do to set it up. And with all this set up, we can actually focus on, okay, let's focus on the code. Let's not worry about the technical, okay, well, this runs on this operating system. So what you can do here, if we're all using GCC and we're all using Eclipse, or if you feel adventurous, you can use something else and try to interpret what I'm doing, then we should be on the same page. Eclipse is exactly the same, independent of the platform you're using. It's written in Java, and Juno actually is even more platform independent than the previous ones are, as far as menus go. Anyway, I thank you for joining me today, and I will speak with y'all another time. Good day.